I decided to take the brakes off anyways because they were noisy, and I'm gonna clean the backing plate, those 3 spots on each side, and I already cleaned them, sandpapered them. Now I'm gonna put some lubricant so that it would prevent the noise. I'm also gonna clean up the star wheel adjuster and lubricate that. What the backing plate looks like when it's lubed up. Okay, pressing the brake. Okay, let go. As you can see, the wheel cylinder moves. I will go to the other side. Okay, pressing the brake. Okay, let go. Both sides work. Now I'm gonna finish gluing the brake. As you can see, I got all the rotors and pads off with this Cavalier that I just bought, and a little bitch to get the rotors and pads off. I'm not sure if I want to replace the calipers. And so anyways, I wanted to do brake flush, but if I can't get the bleeder screws off, then there's no point. Or I could just replace the calipers. But anyways, got everything off. As you can see, brand new calipers, brand new pads, brand new rotors, brand new brake shoes. I didn't put those on, they were already there, so I cleaned them up. And look at them all the way around, brakes all the way around. See that? Brand new calipers, done and paired. Now I'm about to put the brakes. So as you can see, I have attention, and there's just all these pieces look like shit. So I'm gonna clean them up. You can see all the rust. Obviously the reason it's leaking. There's the alternator. And you can see filter, and I'm going to be replacing it with a new brand new fuel filter right here. See the difference? Yeah. Remove this fuel filter from this Cavalier. I'm replacing the air filter in this car. This is the old one. That's the old one. This is the new one. And don't want to spend way too much time on this video.
Okay, so this is a strut that I pulled off of this side that was causing problems. The whole strut shock assembly on this Cavalier that I'm working on. And so, as you can see, the spring here, I did it the hard way because I was just gonna replace the strut mount, but as you can see, this strut, as you push it down, it's supposed to go back up and it's stuck. I have to lift it up, so that means the strut is bad. Honestly, I could have just put the strut mount on and it would have cost a lot less and the customer wouldn't have noticed that much, but I'm gonna do the whole struts on both sides, and actually here's the brand new strut shock and assembly right here. And as you can see, I'm going to be doing both sides. And here's the new one compared to the old one. Looks a lot bigger because of springs on there. But in fact, it is the same side. It's a quick struts, which means it's ready to install. It's a lot more expensive, obviously. So it'll be easier to install, and it'll be good for the car if anybody's going to be driving with multiple people in the car, or loading the trunk with a bunch of tools, or putting a lot of weight in the car. So that's the you probably wouldn't be able to do this at home without like power tools, but I have power tools, but it helps a lot with this breaker bar. It's a little trick. So I'm able to do this whole thing without any of my power tools. So as you can see, in order to do this, to get it in those holes there, you have to, with one person doing this, is just me here, you have to jack up this part and fit it in correctly in order for the screw to pop out on that side. Okay, for some reason this side's giving me a problem, but as you can see I have to hold this down, but I only have one person. I'm sure you could have thought of that. And as that's holding in place, I have to turn this one here. So that's the only way you can do it with one person. And as you can see, now the screw will go in. They're just a little bit more snug on this side. Okay. So as you can see, I'm torquing the bottom bolt. I believe it was 52. I already put that on measurements. Alright, so that's it. This strut shock mount full assembly is installed on this side. You can lower the jack. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna torque the lug nuts. See, this is 100. That's the manual for this car. 95 to 2000. Standard actually is 100 for the lug nuts for most cars. My car actually, my Saturn's only 92 according to the book. But so I'm about to torque this, put this torque wrench on 100 pounds. Sorry about that. So as you can see, torque wrench is set. That's how you do it. Then you tighten the bottom part, and then you tighten the bolts. So I can do one here to show you. This is how you torque the lug nuts. Just keep going until it clicks. And then you do a star shape. So it's getting tight. There it clicks. Now I'm gonna do all the other finished ones. Installing all the spring, strut, mount, assembly all together on both sides. Torqued everything. It was 18 on the top. These top bolts, and you had to torque them up and down until they torqued on both sides to 18, and then the bottom bolts over here was 52 on each side. So they look really good. I'm gonna put the tires on. So here's the old ones and the broken strut mount, the bad strut, out with the old and in with the new. That's what I like. I hope you like it too.